idea of moving into a modern, never lived in home is exciting, but is it really the best choice for you? While new construction offers energy efficiency, smart features, and custom options, it also comes with hidden costs, delays, and risks. In this video, I'll break down the pros and cons of new construction so you can make the best decision for your situation. Let's first talk about the pros of new construction homes. First, everything is brand new, so in theory, you won't have to do any repairs or renovations. The home is move-in ready, and you won't have any fixer-upper headaches. You won't have to deal with old roofs, HVAC systems, or outdated plumbing. The home should have low maintenance costs for years because new materials means there's less upkeep compared to older homes. Another pro is that there are modern features and you can customize new construction homes. New homes are designed for today's lifestyle. Typically, they'll have open floor plans and smart home technology. With an older home, a lot of times you'll move in and then you'll have to update all those things to make it more modern. And with a new construction home, there are some customization options. Sometimes you're able to choose your floor plan, finishes, countertops, flooring, and even layouts. Some builders allow structural changes like adding rooms or extending spaces. From my experience lately with new construction homes, there's less customization available, but you still find it here and there. Another pro is that new construction homes are energy efficient and they have lower utility bills. New construction homes are built to the latest energy codes. There will be better insulation and new windows, which means there will be lower heating and cooling costs. There could be smart home features like programmable thermostats, solar panels, and energy efficient lighting. All of these things can lower your utility bills. Another pro is a home warranty. With new construction homes, a lot of times there are builder warranties, so you have peace of mind. Warranties on major systems and appliances are anywhere from 1 to 10 years. There's less risk of unexpected repairs as you might have with an older home with hidden issues. If an issue comes up with your new construction home, it may be covered under your warranty. Now, just a note here, each warranty can be quite different, so one of the things I suggest to people when they are going to buy new construction homes is they understand their warranty, because the warranty, in my opinion, is one of the major reasons why you would buy a new construction home. You want to make sure that you understand what it covers. With new construction homes, there are incentives and builder perks. Some builders give you incentives like discounts on upgrades or closing cost assistance. There can also be some financing perks. Some builders offer lower mortgage rates if you use their preferred lender. Some rates that I'm seeing right now from lenders are in the 4% range. If you were to go out to any other lender, it would be closer to 6.5% to 7% as of this recording. Another pro is new construction homes may have community amenities. New neighborhoods will have pools, parks, gyms, and walking trails. I'll give some tips on buying a new construction home later in the video. Now let's talk about the cons of new construction homes. The first one is that there are higher cost and premium pricing with new construction homes. New homes are often more expensive than resales. When you're doing design upgrades, they can add up very quickly. The base price will look affordable, but with every customization, it adds money. Another con is HOA fees can be high. Many new communities require homeowners association fees. There can be benefits to homeowners associations, but the fees can be expensive, especially with new construction communities. After the community is built, the builder turns over the HOA to the homeowners, and with that transfer, sometimes the HOA fee can go up because there are some things that the builders weren't accounting for in the upkeep of the community. You can go to my website at workwithdang.com for free resources like a new construction home buying guide and a home buyer's course. I can help you find a real estate agent in your area. There's more information on my website. Another con is hidden costs. Something that surprises buyers about new construction is the hidden costs. One of them is lot premiums. The advertised price doesn't include lot selection. Do you want a corner lot or a bigger backyard? That'll cost extra. Many new communities charge an upfront HOA fee when you close, sometimes $500 to $2,000, just to join the HOA. Property taxes often increase after a home is built and reassessed. If your lender estimates are low, your monthly mortgage payment could become more expensive. Another con is there can be construction delays and long wait times. If you're buying pre-construction, you should expect delays. Labor shortages and material shortages can push back completion dates. You may need temporary housing if your lease expires or you sell your old home too soon. A couple of years ago, construction delays were really bad. They've gotten a little bit better recently, but things still come up. New construction can be a stressful and tedious process with all the delays that can happen. Another con is that new construction homes can have a lack of character and smaller size lots. What I've noticed in a lot of new construction homes in my area is that they're cookie cutter designs. Many new builds look the same with minimal uniqueness. I will say that in my area, I have noticed that some new construction communities are trying to make a little bit more of an effort to make things unique, but you can still tell that there's less character than in some older neighborhoods. A lot of new construction homes will have smaller yards and less mature landscaping compared to older homes. Homes can be built close together, so there's less privacy. I'm not sure how it is in your area, but in some of the new construction communities in my area, it seems like they're almost built on top of each other. Another con to new construction homes is there are potential quality issues in cutting corners. Some builders cut costs on materials or rush jobs to meet demand. New homes may have cheaper cabinets, hollow doors, and thinner walls. You always want to get a home inspection even if the home is new. Sometimes when you're getting a new construction home, it can be your second job reviewing all of the work that's happening on the home. It can be quite frustrating to keep on talking to the contractor with all these little issues that can come up, like installing things incorrectly or the building materials getting damaged during installation. All kinds of stuff can happen. Another con of new construction homes is that there are resale challenges. Competing with newer homes if you're in the same development can be difficult. I know when you're buying a new construction home, more than likely you're thinking, I'm going to be in the home for a while. But obviously things come up and sometimes you have to sell sooner than you planned. In those cases, it can be quite challenging if you're in a bigger community that's still under construction. If you're going to buy a new construction home, most people would prefer to be involved in the pre-construction planning so they can customize everything the way that they want and oversee the whole process. So that may make it challenging if you try to sell the home soon after you buy it. Is new construction the right choice for you? I think it's best for buyers who want a low maintenance, ready to occupy home. They want it to be energy efficient and have smart home features. If they want to be able to customize to fit their style, new construction makes sense. And it's best for people who are looking for long-term ownership. I would say anywhere from 5 to 10 years or more. New construction isn't ideal for buyers who want more character and bigger lots. If they need to move in quickly, new construction probably isn't the best fit unless you can get a spec home that's ready to go. If you want to avoid HOA fees or upgrade costs, staying away from new construction might make sense. Now let's go over some new construction tips. What should you know before buying a new construction home? Research the builder. You want to check reviews of previous projects, Better Business Bureau ratings, and see if the builder has any current lawsuits against them. You want to visit completed homes, not just the model home. Sometimes you're able to look at spec homes. If you're able to look at those, you can ask how much the spec home would cost. That'll give you an idea of how much things will cost if you were going to get more of a normal home and not one with all the upgrades like you'll see in the model homes. Even though you're getting a new construction home, you want to get a home inspection. Even new homes can have issues with wiring, plumbing, and foundation. Typically through the new construction process, there are a few different times when you would hire an inspector to look over things before you go into the next building phase. Don't skip negotiation when buying a new home. Builders may be firm on their price, but they may be able to offer free upgrades, closing cost assistance, and reduce HOA fees for the first year. There's less negotiation that happens with new construction versus resale homes. However, it does make sense to negotiate. You want to make sure that when you're negotiating, they don't try to wrap up fees somewhere else, like in closing costs or raising your interest rate if you're using the builder's preferred lender. You want to make sure that you understand all the fees that you're being charged. With new construction homes, you may want to hire a real estate agent. The builder's sales agent works for the builder and not for you. A buyer's agent can help negotiate and protect your interests. Also, a lot of times real estate agents will go to the home weekly or every couple of weeks to see the process of the home to make sure everything is progressing the way that it should. However, there are situations where a builder will give you a discount if you don't use a real estate agent. So in those cases, it may make sense not to use a real estate agent if you feel comfortable being able to negotiate for yourself and oversee the entire process. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you've gotten any value from this video. It helps me out a lot.